fight. We don't have to kill. Everybody in the whole wide world really just needs to chill. No, we don't have to fuss, no, we don't have to...
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Chill with Oliver George. This is episode number 44, and the guest this week is actually someone I was supposed to interview all the way back in September, but he is such a busy dude that unfortunately things didn't work out back then. All the more reason I am so happy we were finally able to line something up and have a really great chat. But before we get to that, I want to remind you, if you're watching on YouTube right now and you would prefer audio only, you can get that on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, many other places like that. Opposite to that, however, if you're listening to this right now and you didn't even realize there was a visual side to the show, then I encourage you to please come check it out on YouTube. However you choose to enjoy the episode, though, I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, follow, share, whatever the case may be on the platform that you're using. It helps me to keep growing the show from the ground up, and if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. Your support really does mean a lot to me. Finally, if you want to reach out to me, maybe you've got a cool guest idea or just some general feedback about the show, you can hit me up at justchillpodcasting@gmail.com. Now, back to the guest for this episode, the very entrepreneurial, business-savvy Mr. Brandon Bird. He started his very first company at quite a young age. The Diamond Mine Agency is a company that does booking and promoting for concerts, both of the musical kind, but also the comedic kind. So he has worked with people like Snoop Dogg, the Trailer Park Boys, Kenny vs. Spenny, Insane Clown Posse, all over the place. And that's just a few of the many extremely talented people that he's worked with. So there was a lot to learn from Brandon, and beyond that, he's also got an eatery downtown called Midnight Bites that he owns, and he just opened a third business, Birdhouse Tattoo Studio, here in Ottawa as well. So really just, this guy never stops grinding, and he was a pleasure to chat with. So I really hope that you enjoy this as much as I did. Thank you so much.
What's going on, buddy?
How much, you?
Just another day in paradise, my friend.
I was going to say, I finally managed to nab you for a couple minutes. I know you're...
Dude, I'm probably the least famous person you've had on here and probably the hardest fucking one to get a hold of, eh?
Dude, you're a workhorse. It's honestly quite the inspiration. I've been following... Yeah, I met you about 2 years ago, and, watching you online, you're just nonstop. Like, just, kicking ass at everything you seem to venture out into.
Try my best, man. I try my best. I'm a man of many shoes, but... you know what I mean? I do what I can. This tattoo thing's off to a good start so far, so I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, man, no, just one thing after another.
Yeah, I honestly had to say that I don't even think this show would exist if it weren't for you, in a way, indirect way. Because when you got me a gig hosting for Ed the Sock, I hadn't done comedy in like 8 months at the time, and I wouldn't say I'd moved on from it or whatever, but like getting that gig really reinvigorated something in me, and not long after I started painting the studio and getting that idea going. So
it looks killer, man. It looks killer. I'm happy to hear that too, man. I try to in the littlest ways possible, you know what I mean, either make people's dreams kind of come true or help them kind of, you know what I mean, realize there's big opportunities out there and whatnot. So I do my part in that in that element, but you know what I mean. You're a great comedian, and dude, I got some more stuff coming up down the road on that element, but it's just we'll take one thing at a time, you know what I mean?
Well, it's unpredictable times right now as far as shows and all that go, for sure.
Well, I'm trying not to like push my buttons, you know what I mean? Like you can follow guidelines all you want, but there's just so many keyboard warriors out there that are just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could do a friggin' event with 50 people and they're 100 feet away from each other in different buildings, and people would still find a way to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there needs to be a balance, because people's livelihoods are being affected, and as long as the right precautions are being taken, then there should be a safe way to do things. And I don't think shutting everything down is the way to go. Oh shit.
Oh fucking.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. We're back.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, because we should, for people who don't know you, give a bit of context here. You own 3 businesses at this point.
3 right now, and hopefully 2 more within the next 6 months.
Shit. Damn, this is what I'm saying. Never stopping. The first one that the way I came into contact with you, you were promoting and booking shows and pretty much running the shows in some instances. And just the amount of artists that you've worked with is mind blowing. I was looking at your website, and I wrote a few down here, but it doesn't even begin to cover it. But, CKY, Fetty Wap, Headstones, Insane Clown Posse, Jackass, Kenny vs. Spenny, Nelly, Machine Gun Kelly, Real Big Fish, like Like when you hear this shit back, it must blow your mind a little bit. All you've accomplished, man.
Dude, you know what? It's funny when you say it like that, because I kind of got in such a crazy busy schedule where I was just going 24/7, where you know what I mean? I didn't even know what I was doing at one point. I just knew I was booking shows and I was just going as hard as I could. And at the end of the day, man, honestly, I built this crazy basement in one of these houses I had, and it just wrapped the entire basement with, I think I had like something like 350 show posters framed on the wall.
Crazy.
And that was the one place I kind of liked to just kind of take a minute to myself and kind of like actually appreciate what I was doing and kind of realize, you know what I mean? If I was stressed out or having a shitty day, like kind of reflected and kind of put my mind on the right track, saying, you know what, look at this shit, man. You booked Machine Gun Kelly when you're 22 years old, you know what I mean? You're 22 years old and shit like that. And you know what I mean? So I try to, you know what I mean, stay humble, but
I think people like you with that constant drive. I think people like, sorry to cut you off, people with that constant drive like you have, I've heard other people talk about this, that they keep, like, as soon as you make an accomplish, you just move the goalpost even further, and like it's never good enough. You just keep like climbing that mountain, you know?
It's you get a high off it, man. You know what I mean? And you just want that bigger high, and you want that, you know what I mean, that next rush off of.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. It's, for me, like I own, like you said, multiple businesses, but here we go. If you give me 1 second, this is literally another business phone call coming in right now. So if you I'm just going to give me, hold on.
I'll edit it out. It's all good.
2 seconds, Kip. Yeah, I am back.
Yo. Okay, so I want to get to the bottom of this, because when I was doing some math in my head and checking out your Facebook, and it looked like you graduated high school around 2010. Is that correct?
Yeah, I tried to do a high school fucking reunion last year, but COVID-19 put that one in the shitter. So
yeah, damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 10 years ago. So.
But then I noticed that you started the Diamond Mine Agency, which is your promotion and booking company, in 2011. So you were pretty much like fresh out of the gates. You had your mind set on what you were going to do. So I wanted to know how you had such a clear vision at such a young age for what you wanted to go after.
Good question. So I grew up in a little town called Constance Bay, 45 minutes outside of downtown Ottawa. And, it was strange, man. We had like a metal community out in the middle of nowhere, and there was people throwing, you know what I mean, metal shows at our community center like once a month, and they were selling out. And I became like drawn to the music scene at such a young age. Like, I think I went to my first concert at like 12 years old. And then after that, it was just, you know what I mean? It was my addiction after that. And, we started going to all these concerts in Constance Bay and all these little, you know what I mean, rural communities, and you know what I mean, going to all the shows out there. And then a kid on my street actually ended up becoming like the main little Constance Bay promoter at one point. And he was a good friend of mine, and he just kind of showed me the ropes at a young age. Shout out to Sean McCauley. And then me and his best friend, actually, funny enough, he stopped booking shows when we were like in high school. And then my friend Adrian Moyes and we created a company called Broken Beats Booking back in I couldn't even tell you what year it was, but I was 14 or 15. And we probably did like 5 or 6 shows together. And then I started working with another girl after that was already a very well-established metal concert promoter. And then we created a company called Even Flow Events. And this is all, keep in mind, this is all while I'm in high school. This is all.
Yeah, that's insane.
And then I believe the year that I graduated, I started my own company right after that. And then, yeah, man, Diamond Mine was born, and here we are.
And you went to Algonquin and took event management, yeah?
Correct. Yeah, I took event management. I think I might have been like 20, I don't know. I was like 21 when I took 21. I didn't go right after high school because I already knew what I wanted to do, and I just wanted to get more experience doing it. And then by the time I went to school, I was like the youngest kid in my program, and these people don't even know what I'm in school with some 40-year-olds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That don't even know how to host an event to save their life. And
you've already done all these concerts.
They're coming to me, like I'm some expert. I'm like, yo, I host metal shows in community centers. Don't Don't, you know what I mean? Don't call me a pro
Still,
at this
though,
point.
that must have helped a lot, though, man, because I was going to say when you chose to get into this industry, it's very competitive, the entertainment industry. And I would assume that as a promoter, it's all based on like cred and reputation and stuff. And that's got to be a hard thing to garner at the beginning when you're first starting out. So
absolutely, man. Yeah. Trying to get an opportunity when you're 14, 15 ain't the easiest thing. So it was kind of humbling to know that people, you know what I mean, double my age were coming to me for advice and stuff like that. And, yeah, man, I kicked ass with that program. And then right after I finished that, I think that's when I like started booking tours full time. And it was just on the road 8-9 months a year.
Well, then you branched out too, right? Then you started doing hip hop and comedy and rock shows and pretty much everything.
Yeah, man. I think actually while I was in college, when I threw my first hip hop show. Or right after college. And that's when I started kind of tapping into different genres and, you know what I mean, different elements of, you know what I mean, live entertainment and whatnot.
Well, was that more of a business move, or do you generally have like eclectic tastes when it comes to music?
So yeah, when I was younger, man, like I kind of did it as like I fucking want to see this band, you know what I mean? I don't want to say I did it for myself. I did it for other people, obviously too. But I was booking a lot of stuff that I liked, and that wasn't paying the bills. And but the thing is, man, like I just found a way to find other kind of, you know what I mean? Like I to tell you the truth, I don't listen to metal at all anymore. I pretty much only listen to hip hop. But I still book. I book rock, metal, country, you know what I mean? You name it, I'll tap into it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely easier to, you know what I mean? And you put a little bit more heart and passion, and you get a little bit more excited when that email comes in, when it's your favorite artist, for example.
Yeah.
Opposed to, you know what I mean, a country artist that I personally want to blow my brains out working to.
That's kind of what I was getting at. Do you ever book like acts where you're like, okay, this is good for the business, but I'm not really digging the show? Or
yes, every
often
more than I would like to, but yeah, all the time, man. I think there's only like 2 or 3 shows I've done though, and I had to like leave the room, and that's like, you know what I mean? Like it's not me being an asshole. It's just like I couldn't handle it. You know what I mean? I made sure my staff was in there, everything was on point.
Yeah, you can't be into everything.
No, man, and like I can't listen to 2 hours of, you know what I mean, something that really doesn't float my boat.
Yeah, no, I get that. I was going to ask you.
I do it, and I'll book all. You know what I mean. I'll book anything that I think makes logistical sense, something that I have confidence in, I believe in, and that I truly believe that I can host a good event for everyone that's attending.
Yeah, no, it's clear that you're passionate about all the events that you host. At least the ones that I've seen and been to, they were really well run, and you're just a friendly dude too, really helpful. And I know, like when I had Spenny on the show, you obviously helped. Set that.
Oh, dude! I know sometimes I come off as an asshole to some people because I don't respond. Always call me; it's just the easiest way to get a hold of me. But yeah, man, anything I can do to help my friends, I would in a heartbeat. And I know I don't have the time, all the time in the world to do that to as many people as I'd like to. But yeah, man, for you, for anyone, yeah, I would.
But I mean, I didn't even really know you that well at that point. You were still doing me a huge solid and helping.
You're a great guy, man. You know what I mean? There's certain people, you know what I mean? You meet people right off the bat, you get a good vibe, and you know what I mean? You want to continue your business and friendship and help each other.
Yeah, right back at you, man. I'm going to ask you, actually, is there a group or artist that you've represented that you found had like the best fans, and vice versa, maybe one that had the shittiest fans?
Best fans and shit. Oh man, there's.
I mean, whatever you want to say, but
yeah, like MGK's fans are rough, man. They're. It's not an easy crowd, and especially when he's not having his day. I'm just gonna say it. I had like a borderline riot in Kingston when I booked Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, it was pretty bad, but it was a good show. He was an asshole, and the crowd was hammered. And yeah, man. So his fans were definitely hard to contain. Who was it? I'm trying to remember. It was another rap show at the same venue that I booked MGK in Kingston. And this guy literally asked us to fight him, and we asked him 30 times, bro, we're trying to load out. Like, can you just leave the trailer alone? And this is a big guy. He's got like 100 pounds on me. And this guy won't leave, man. He won't leave. And then after 30 minutes, he decides he's going to steal something out of the back of the truck.
What?
Yeah.
Is this some random guy who was at the show?
Yeah, man. He was at the show.
Oh,
I'm not gonna fight somebody who just put money in my pocket, but I had to.
Damn.
I'm not gonna let him steal something from an artist that I'm representing for the night,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Kingston's a rougher city than Ottawa for crowd wise. It's honestly, I honestly want to go. It's more city to city than genre to genre.
Oh, interesting.
Crowd. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's a great answer. I was going to say one group of fans we know is very passionate is the Kenny versus Spenny fans. I found that out firsthand because that episode definitely got tons of views, and I got a lot of interaction from the community, and they were all really awesome for the most part too. So I wanted to know because of course people have seen that episode of my show. Spenny told story about you guys inadvertently giving them this huge dab, or somebody did it on purpose, but you didn't really know it was going to be that big. And then when I spoke to you about it, you're like, oh shit, man, I got the video of that. And you had all these videos in your phone you were going on about, and man, what a life. So I just wanted to know if you had any other crazy stories from the road with Kenny versus Spenny, or anyone really.
So Spenny has become probably, out of every single artist I've ever worked with nor represented, I think he's become truly one of my best friends in the entire world. And that guy and I, man, if I had a camera for the last 4 fucking years following me around, I swear to God, that would have made money, man. The shit that I've seen, the shit that he's put me through, I've put him through. And just, yeah, man. Oh, we could have made a Netflix documentary off that shit. There's been some crazy. He doesn't even remember this story. I brought this story up to him like 3 times, and he still doesn't remember it. I just remember he was on some medication and he wasn't supposed to drink, and he got absolutely fucking hammered. And we were in Moncton, New Brunswick, and I dropped him off at the hotel, and he goes, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "I'm going out with one of my friends I haven't seen in a while." And he's like, "I'm coming with you." And I'm like, "Dude, you're in rough shape. Just go to bed." And he refused, comes out, goes to the bar, absolutely destroyed. And I bring him back to the hotel, and he goes, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "I'm just parking the car." And he kind of like gets out of the car, and he goes, "Wait, you're trying to leave me?" And I go, "No, we're trying to park." And he figured out we were going to go to the casino. I thought he was too drunk that he didn't understand what was going on, but he heard us, I guess. So he ends up coming to the casino with us. And at this point, he's asleep in the back of the car. I believe it's winter time, so I don't want to leave him in the car while I go to the casino. So I bring him into the casino, and I'm literally carrying him. I got his arm around my shoulder. And he's a big dude, man. You've seen him. Spenny's not.
He's tall. Yeah.
Yeah, he's bigger than me, man. And I'm trying to support this 55-year-old grown man. And I get him in the casino, stumbling, and the guy goes, "Yo, the security looks at me and goes, "This guy's not getting in." And I go, "Man, it's Spenny from Kenny versus Spenny." And he goes, "No shit." And I go, "Yeah, we just did a show, man." And he's like, "No fucking way." And he's like, "Okay, man, he's too drunk. He can't really be in here. But if you meet me at this door, I'm off in 15 minutes. I'll get you guys in, and I'll walk you guys around so nobody bugs you." Because I think he put him in a wheelchair, and then he didn't want to go in the wheelchair. And then
you got like a chaperone.
Yeah, bro. So we had the security guard following us around, but everybody was like, "Oh, who's this celebrity? Who's this celebrity?" Because he had like a private security guard.
It's unconscious Spenny.
Yeah, and I swear to God, man, I like pulled his face up to like smile, to take fucking like pictures with people.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, straight up, man, straight up. I swear to God, I think I used his hand to like autograph a poster for somebody. But yeah, he to this date does not remember that moment, and I 100% do.
Wow, yeah. Video evidence or photos of that would have been gold.
I might, you know what I mean? I'll have to dig through the library.
Even just a picture of Spenny in the wheelchair passed out would be pretty hilarious.
Oh man, honestly, that was nothing. After that dab video, bro, I've never seen somebody literally be fried for 24 hours. I couldn't get over it, man. He was destroyed. He was a zombie. It was
like catatonic the whole time.
Well, he tried to play the show that right after he did the dab, like 4 or 5 hours after. And I'm pretty sure he played like two strums of his guitar. He looks back at me and he goes, I'm not fucking doing it. And then I literally look at him and I go, well, I'm not fucking paying you then. And he literally turns around and he goes, well, you just kind of sober up a little bit when your tour manager tells you he's not fucking paying you tonight. So I'm going to do the best I can for you, Vancouver. And he absolutely did horrible.
Yeah, I think he told that story was on here about how he wasn't going to get paid. So he had to kind of just muster up and get back out there.
Well, here I am trying to be, you know what I mean? I know he's Jewish and I know he likes money. And here I am trying to be a good friend and booking agent. So what do? If a guy asks, well, I'm going to give your celebrity friend a $300 hit of marijuana and I'm going to give you $1,000 cash to do it. And then you tell him about it. He agreed to it. That's the thing. He agreed to it. He just didn't agree. He didn't know what he was agreeing to. Yeah. That was the problem. So I made him twice the amount of money that night, and I almost killed him, but he survived. So I'm a good friend at the end of the day.
That's awesome. I was wondering if there's any dream artists that you really wanted to work with, because I know you worked with Snoop even. So I'm like, where do you go from there?
Okay, so Snoop, definitely not like my musical taste. Definitely not my musical taste. Respect him 100% as an entrepreneur, as a musician, everything he's done. He's a straight up OG.
Well, he's just huge. He's so famous.
He's just, yeah, man. And like his team was just, it was a blessing to work with. That's what it kind of gave me a glimpse of what it was like to work in like the big leagues, you know? And I've done a couple not arena shows, but like convention center style shows before, a couple thousand people. But nothing I've ever seen like this was this organized, this well produced. So it was definitely an eye opener for sure, man. But as like a dream artist goes, yeah, like I got a couple ones that I like to cross off my bucket list 100%. I grew up, like I said, a big metalhead fan, and I was into pop punk and Blink-182 and all that. But a band that I'd really like to book would be a band called Newfound Glory.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, man, just a childhood band that, yeah, I don't even give a shit if I could book them for a friend's wedding or something, man. Just to be able to bring my childhood clique of friends to that show that I did would be like a dream come true. It's all of our favorite bands. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that would definitely be a killer thing to do.
They still play?
Pardon?
They still play?
Yeah, man. I'm still trying to get them out here, man. They're touring like crazy. It's just they always do Montreal, Toronto.
Oh,
bullshit.
damn. Well, COVID doesn't help either, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually the first band I ever went to see a concert. I saw them they were the band that I saw when I was 12 years old.
Nice.
Yeah, but and then I'd like to book Foo Fighters 100% for the whole rock kind of side of things. And hip hop, if I had to pick one hip hop artist I could book, it's a tough one, man. I'm a huge hip hop head now. A lot of artists I like are dead. I always said, man, like if I could book one, even though like by the time I got into him he was already dead, was Tupac. That would have been that would have been like something that would have, you know what I mean, shook me pretty good.
You've already booked some awesome hip hop acts too. Like I know Jedi Mind Tricks.
Yeah.
And, there was a buddy of mine who used to show me their stuff and I always dug it. And same with Dilated Peoples. Yeah, I saw just so many amazing names on this list of artists.
Yeah, man, we try to keep a nice diverse range of hip hop because it's such a broad genre of music, man. You know what I mean? You can go from straight up gangsta fucking trap music to fucking, you know what I mean? I book these little artists, and some of these shows. Yeah, man, not even up and comers like this. I booked this kid named Little Mosey. And I swear to God, I spend a lot of money in advertisement for my shows. Like I drop a lot of money in advertisement. I swear to God, I didn't have to spend one penny on this kid. He's 16 or 17 years old. And his fans were all like 15. I felt like a grandpa. I'm only 28. And I felt like a straight up a senior citizen at this fucking show. But man, it was crazy. Like it was a bunch of like 14, 12, like literally 12-year-olds, man. It was me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me as a 12-year-old going to my first fucking show with my fucking mom that wants to blow her brains out. Actually, it was funny, man. That show, I'll never forget. There was a couple dads there that were like, "Oh my God, like, just shoot me." And then he put this, like, we had a huge LED screen, and he had this video with all these like chicks pretty much just getting naked, and like you just see like the dads like covering their kids' eyes and like glued to the fucking screen, like, this is my time. It was fucking funny, man. It was fucking funny.
Oh man, you made me think. I was trying to think about what was the first concert I ever saw. And I honestly don't know. I know this weed dealer guy brought me to see Tool because somebody flaked out on him on a show. He was literally just a guy I would buy weed off of and sort of, we'd smoke a joint, hang out, but we weren't like friends. And he just asked me, "Yo, I got this extra ticket. You want to come?" And I went and saw Tool. I think that was the first.
That's killer, man. I'm assuming you weren't the same age as me, or unless you were starting buying weed at 12.
I was probably like 15 at the most, though. Yeah, I was I started pretty early in grade 9.
Yeah, I think 15 was when I probably started smoking too.
Yeah. Oh, I started when I was 13. Like as soon as I hit grade 9, peer pressure just was all up on me, man. I started with cigarettes, and by October I was like trying weed, and by December I was a pothead. And that lasted till pretty recently. I still smoke, but this is actually one thing I wanted to talk to you about, because I know when I met you, you were full on stoner, someone that I assumed had started smoking pretty young. And you know the kindred spirits and stoners, you can just sense it about people. Yeah. But then I saw online that you kind of took a big break and kind of cold turkey that shit, and you had some kind of moment with it. And recently, a similar sort of thing happened to me. I'm back on it now, but I did need to kind of take a break and sort my brain out a bit. So I just want to know if you're comfortable talking about that. What was that experience like for you? And
man. So I let's just say I was around a lot of marijuana growing up. And I started smoking shatter and like concentrates like 5 years ago probably. And anyways, I could instantly tell it was like kind of hitting my brain a little bit different. I wasn't functioning as fast. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was actually a very well functioning stoner. You know what I mean? I was that kind of guy that was, had my little weed pen in my hand all day long, but I was getting shit done. I was getting it done right.
You're still in shape. You're not eating garbage for the most part.
Yeah, man. It's just, it kind of kept me going. It kind of kept me, I don't know. I always looked at like I could have been doing a million worse other things. You know what I mean? And I never got into any other drug, which I can thankfully say. But yeah, it was just like, it was something that I always looked at. It wasn't a bad thing. So I didn't give a shit. I just kind of went with it. But then you kind of, you hit a point where you realize it's a little too much, and you kind of need to take a step back and kind of just, clear your thoughts, clear your brain for a little bit. And I think I almost went a year. I think I went like 9-10 months, something like that. And that's, coming from somebody who, smoked, let's say a half ounce a week. Or maybe probably more. Yeah, definitely.
But now
more.
You're just kind of like doing it once in a while kind of thing, or
I use it now to just put me to bed pretty much, just because I still, I got that business brain rolling again, and sometimes it's hard to shut it off. And I got the new puppy too, man. So fuck. Like,
I got a new puppy in December, dude.
I know. I was gonna say, man, how's he doing?
It's a fucking handful, dude.
Oh, dude. I know you've already got kids, but I feel like this is it. Like this, I had a Pomeranian, and which he's barking at the fucking door right now. But my Pomeranian, he's one thing. I just got a Pomsky, and
so cute.
Oh, dude, it's not even a Pomsky. It's a fucking miniature husky. This thing is a child. This thing is, I could have twins right now and probably have less work on my hands. But yeah, man. So yeah, but
if you don't have a puppy for a while, you forget how fucking demanding they are.
Oh, dude, yeah, man. Like my other guy's 2 years old now, so now that he's grown up a little bit, I kind of forgot what it's like to be in a full-time zoo again.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the same thing happens with kids, man. Because my two oldest are 12 and 10. But my little guy, he's like 3.5. And when we had him and he was a newborn and just going through all that again, especially when I was 10 years older, it was rough. I need my sleep way more now than I did back then. I don't know how I did it. But yeah, so it's very similar with kids. The same thing with dogs. If you haven't had the young version in a while and then you get it again, it's a slap in the face.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Speaking of the devil, I'm gonna grab him for once. Come here.
Yeah, no worries. Bring him in here.
Oh, let's get him in here. They're barking at the door.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna disrupt the podcast.
This is my boy. He just got a fresh haircut yesterday. He was rocking the COVID hair, but this is Digby. This is my best friend in the goddamn world.
He looks so soft.
Oh, dude. Oh, he's literally a teddy bear right now.
Is he a bed cuddler? Yeah.
No, him, no. But and then this is my fucking devil. This is Willow. This is my 3.5-month-old Pomsky.
She's gonna get a lot bigger still, or no?
Yeah, she's getting there, man. I think Digby's 5 pounds, and she's pushing 12 or 13. I got her. She was 6 pounds when I got her, and she's 13 pounds now. She'll probably get to 15 to 20.
And smaller dogs usually live longer too, so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Pomeranians, yeah, they can go for forever. Yeah, man. My mom's boss had 2 that were 19.
Oh Jesus. Yeah,
hey, if he stays in good shape, I'll take it. But
19. I've heard of cats that were 19, but never dogs. Maybe a poodle or something, but
who knows?
It's rough, man. When you lose a dog, it's one of my dogs just died in December. It was 2 days before my birthday too, and it was rough, man. I forgot how much it hurts to lose a fucking furry friend.
Dude, it's probably the worst thing that you can lose, man. Honestly,
I would argue a child probably hurts more.
Yeah, okay.
Or
but
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes, I completely agree. Well, it's somebody that you come home to every day. It's somebody that puts a smile. You know what I mean? That's to me I kind of, I don't want to say I did when I got Digby, it was kind of selfish, but I was going through a ton of shit, and these kind of Pomeranians don't come around often, and I had 26 concerts booked in 31 days. I had 3 days at home with him, and then we lived in fucking hotels, got kicked out of hotels, fucking stayed in the car, drove overnight. Fucking
he's your adventure buddy,
bro. That guy had I am a bad father. A guy was raised in clubs, man. That guy has seen some shit.
At least he's portable though.
He is very portable.
Yeah, very nice for those types of situations. Just kind of have him around.
Well, man, now I learned the trick, bro. If a hotel gives you shit, okay, I don't have the dog in the coat.
Oh shit! Yeah, I guess.
I got my new puppies. I got a service dog vest. I won't bring her anywhere right now because she's not well behaved. But when she is, I could bring her into a goddamn shopping mall right now if I wanted to.
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's awesome. How do you get that?
$475, a doctor's note.
You say it's like a stress anxiety thing?
Yeah, well, I got into a bit of a pickle. The dog came from Winnipeg, and the girl's I don't think remember they put the travel ban on?
Yeah.
The girl's I don't think I should travel. And I'm like, lady, I've given you a deposit, and I want my puppy now. And she was like, okay, you know what? We're going to come down, but we're just trying to think of the best way to do it. And I go, don't worry. How with this? I get a service dog paper for you. And then I don't want to seem like a bad person. That's why I'm not going to abuse the system. Everybody out there, do not think I'm some sort of piece of shit that, you know what I mean? Oh, I got a service dog that I don't need it for. I got anxiety, blah, blah, blah. Okay, listen. I got the paper to get the dog down to Ottawa. I did what I had to do. The girl actually paid for the paper, which was nice. But yeah, you know what I mean? I only bring my dog into hotels when I got to stay somewhere. And sometimes hotels don't like to update their shit online. Tis to why Digby and I got kicked out of a couple hotels on the old Buck Cherry tour. We were checking a hotel 4 a.m. It says pet friendly. And then you get there and they're like, yeah, we're not pet friendly.
Oh, we changed our policy a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, no worry, my friend's going to look after him. And they're like, that quick? And I'm like, yeah, she's outside. and then I would go like tuck him in my bag or some shit, and then he'd bark at the desk. I'm like, shit. And then the guy's like, and then the guy give me shit. Then we couldn't go in, and then So I just thought, for the sake of, you know what I mean, touring purposes, if I ever got to bring them on the road again with me, you know what I mean, just a little bit easier. That's exactly it, bro.
That's some creative tactics, man. I want to talk to you then about some of your other businesses, because I've eaten at Midnight Bites, which used to be on Rito. I didn't eat at it when it was there, but now you're in the market, and I've had that a couple of times, and it's fucking amazing. Like gourmet mac and cheese, little tiny baked donuts, and pierogi. You got so much awesome stuff. So I want to know, like, when you're already balls deep to in friggin' 26 concerts in 31 days, what part of your brain goes like, I should start another business? That'll be something I can handle. And yet you do.
One thing that always kind of bugged me about the concert industry is, especially in Canada, I don't want to say it's seasonal, but it's not consistent. So I wanted something that was just running all the time. Just to have a little bit of revenue that was always coming in. Just because concerts, man, like I went a couple, like I try not to, but like sometimes you in who wants to fucking come to Canada in January? You know what I mean? I'll never forget, man. I forget what guy we brought up here, but I think he did like 2 shows on this tour. Thank God ours was one of them. And then he's like, it's too cold. I'm going home. Shit. He just threw away $250,000 just because it was too cold, and I don't blame him, man. Like it was fucking like minus 38 degrees. You're driving through fucking blizzards and shit. Like,
no, I get what you're saying. It makes sense for a side hustle, and it's kind of like how landscapers will like plow snowy driveways in the winter and have some
exactly, man. So I just wanted some, and it worked out because it was my original one was inside of a concert hall, so it was kind of like, you know what I mean, like
it was next to Mavericks, right?
It was inside of Maverick, so I pretty much sometimes it was good when I did my own concerts there too, and then they bought my food after. You know what I mean? I was making, you know what I mean?
Nice
money off. Double dipping that shit. But it for me it made sense at the time, and then when it was my time to leave, I was almost ready to close it down. To be honest, it's something I love running and love owning, and people seem to love our food, and I've been very thankful of that. It's something that was just not in my, like, you know what I mean? I like I said, I got 2 other businesses that I'm cooking up right now as we speak. I just opened one on Friday, and I'm like, oh, when's the 4th fucking coming? I need my fucking business fixed.
That's amazing.
But yeah, man, like, but anyways, I figured a temporary situation out. We're just doing Uber Eats, skip the dishes, and takeout right now.
Yeah.
My goal probably though is to probably open like turn it into a small bar. Probably that's not even like that. It's not one of the ones I was mentioning, but probably open to not shut Midnights down, but in the near future, I'm looking to expand and turn it into a bar and a restaurant.
Oh, right on. I was going to ask if you were going to have other locations potentially or something, but that's cool.
Yeah. And then we're opening 2 other kitchens inside of our other kitchens. So ghost kitchens that restaurants have been doing to survive during fucking this pandemic. So essentially what they're doing is they're slapping like 4 different kitchens in one restaurant, and they're just doing totally different menus and just doing an Uber Eats and skip the dish account for it. So I'm doing that. I'm doing 2 different restaurants coming up. So I'll have 3 restaurants in one spot.
Damn. With Midnight Bites in mind, I want to ask you, what do you think is the best drunken late night food post concert? I mean, if it's something they make there, that's fine. But yeah, I'm just
for me, if I'm man, 3 Brothers shawarma poutine. I don't know why.
I didn't know there was a poutine shawarma.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I think there's probably crystal meth or crack or something in it, but it's good. It's really good. I'm gonna go with that or chicken wings, man. I'll eat chicken wings breakfast, lunch, and fucking dinner. But yeah, those are my go-tos.
Right on, man. Okay, well, yeah, let's talk about your newest business then, which is the tattoo studio, Birdhouse. And
yeah, man,
you started this with your bro, right?
Yeah, I brought, you know what, I thought I'd be a nice bigger brother. you know what I mean? I've been nice my whole life. So
take him under your wing. Little bird reference there.
Oh, fuck, little shit. That's what he is. But no, man, brotherly love. My brother's helped me out with some of my concerts down the way, man. He's been a good help to me. He lived with me for a couple of years in one of my houses. I just figured, you know what? I don't necessarily have the time to be the face of the business. Oops. Sorry. We're back. I don't really necessarily have the time to be the face of the business like I would like to. But with that being said, I thought it would be good to bring him and give him something to kind of look forward to, have something to, you know what I mean, kind of push for us. So, you know what I mean? I brought him in and gave him a percentage of the company. I am definitely the dominant shareholder here. I brought my brother in, and we just opened up on Friday. It's called Birdhouse Tattoo Studio. Some people think I fucking like Tony Hawk or some shit. No, I do like Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk is the shit.
Your last name, like
it is my last name. People. Somebody's like, "Oh, I just clued into that." I'm like, "Oh, well, good for you."
It's a good name for a shop. Yeah, it's pretty rad.
It looked kind of like a birdhouse. I kind of just, I don't know, man. I went with it, and then sure enough, I brought my brother in, and then it kind of just really kind of fit us. So, and then our parents, let's just say me and my brother are definitely no handyman. Me way more so than him. But our parents fucking helped us pretty much through 60% of the way through that shop renovation. So it kind of actually, you know what I mean? It really turned into like a birdhouse kind of, you know what I mean? It was the first thing our family's ever, it's the first thing our family's ever fucking kind of done together. And, you know what I mean? Fucking here my dad is 14 years later, fucking wanted to murder me after I got my fucking first tattoo. He's helping me fucking build this fucking place. Sure enough, I shit you not, man. My mom, by the end of the renovations, I think I'm going to get a tattoo.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, oh, okay. What? No, my dad, I don't think my dad would. My mom said she would. And I just think it's funny. My brother opened this shop with me. I'm not covered, but I got a lot. Yeah. I got my fair share for sure. But my brother doesn't have any tattoos. No, he's got none. And fucking another business call. Freaking business call. My brother's got none. So I'm trying to get my mom to get hers done before my brother, just so I can kind of make fun of him for a minute.
Mom got one before you.
Yeah, man. Like your 60-year-old mom beat you, bro.
Shit. Well, that's awesome. The fam got involved, man. Can I ask you what these new projects are coming down the line, or is that all hush hush right now?
I'll let one of them go.
Okay.
One of them so the one I'm not gonna let go. It's been in my mind for quite some time now. It's something I've really wanted to do. It's something that I kind of had to find enough, not balls, but I needed to really focus on it to kind of accomplish what I was kind of looking at. And I never had the time. So during this lockdown, I've kind of shifted gears. I haven't been able to book concerts. So I've been working on something kind of not for myself. I think it's actually going to be pretty successful. But that's something I've been working on for about a year and a half now. And last year was the first time I actually got to kind of put my time and heart into it. So that I'll hopefully have out in the next info on that in the next 3-4 months. I just got to make sure the timing's right, because everything's fucked right now still. So that's one thing. I got to make sure the timing's right. And another, the business I'm about to announce coming up, probably hopefully in the next month or two, I'm going to start flipping houses.
Crazy.
Yeah. So a childhood friend of mine, fucking business calls. Another childhood friend of mine and I, he builds houses from the ground up. But we're looking at buying a couple properties coming up, and we're looking to flip a couple houses, and then hopefully start maybe, you know what I mean, maybe building our own
renovation company or something.
Yeah, man. I I like doing, like, after doing all these renovations, I realized it's something I actually kind of like doing. I just never kind of got taught the proper way. My dad's a crazy handyman. Like, my dad's unbelievable. He could build fucking anything from a dock to a fucking addition on a house to you name it, man. But he never showed me how to fucking do anything. It's like, hold my beer. Like, that's all I got to do as a fucking child. So I didn't learn how to do shit, and I always wanted to. And like I said, I didn't go down the construction road or any of that growing up. I kind of been in this industry my whole life. So I never got to really learn how to do this shit. So now that I'm comfortable with, you know what I mean, a saw and fucking a drill and fucking doing everything myself, for the most part. And like I said, I got my friend who knows what he's fucking doing so I don't die. I did get electrocuted while renovating my tattoo shop. Oh shit. How bad? I couldn't let go of the thing. Like, it hurt. I was wiring a carbon monoxide detector. Okay. And stupid me. I thought I turned off the breaker, but I didn't. Shit. And I still had electrical current in it. But anyways, I kind of and then let go after like a couple seconds. But you know what I mean? Electrocution's such a weird feeling. Like, I've only had minor shocks and stuff. I had a TV, the cord got ripped and I got zapped from that, but it's such a weird sensation. It is. It really fucking is, man. So I wouldn't. I'm not gonna be doing these houses all myself. That's for fucking sure. But but you learn stuff along the way. Yep, absolutely, man. And we were thinking, like, we should just, like, let's just pitch this to HGTV. Be like, yo, you guys are all these, like, clean and proper, like, little, you know what I mean, home reno shows. Let's get a show where I have fucking Sam the Caveman come in for a day and fucking fix my fucking toilet or some shit, or fucking Spenny. Or if you flip the houses to be, like, really rad, just kind of unconventional, you know, cool style. That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to go old, rustic, tear the shit out of everything and build a brand new house. Dude, you know what I want more than anything? Like, if I had a bunch of money and I could get a really fly pad, I would get one of these 60s. They had these things called conversation pits, where, like, it'd be like a regular floor in your living room, and then it would dip down into an area where you could sit with, like, a couch around a table that was kind of like sunken into the floor. Yeah, it looks super cool in my opinion. I don't know. Look it up. Like, just like the couch part's dipped in the ground. Yeah. So it's like a little crater in your living room, and then the couch and the coffee table is in there, and then you kind of step up to get out or whatever. I think it's called a conversation pit, if I'm not mistaken. I think it can be square too. Yeah, whatever shape you want. It's just the concept of having. I like that. I like that concept. I do. I think it's a 60s thing. Yeah, I don't Google it or whatever, but I think that would be cool if that made a resurgence, kind of got popular. Yep. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Okay, man. Well, I'm going to let you get to some of these business calls. But before I let you go, I'm going to ask you the question I've been asking everybody this season, which is, if you could have dinner with someone that you've never met, alive or dead, who would it be? Anyone through history or someone who's still alive, whatever you want. Easiest question in the entire world. James fucking Franco. James Franco. Nice. He seems like a cool guy. Franco is a legend, man. I don't know what it is, but that guy hits. I don't know, man. He hits me. He just, he's just a beautiful human being. He's a great actor. Yeah, I've always been a fan of his work. Him and Seth Rogen, all the shit they did together. Yeah, I just hope he's not one of those dick celebrities. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys seem pretty cool. All the guys from, like, Apatow movies and stuff, they all seem like they'd be pretty cool to hang with. You know what, man? A lot of these guys are actually really, really fucking nice. You know what I mean? You just get the stereotype, or the thing is, a lot of people see these celebrities in a situation where I don't normally see these celebrities, and they kind of get that kind of dickhead kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Oh, can I take a picture with you in an airport? And they're like, fuck off. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, they're normal people. They want to have some privacy. I get it. Yeah, some people are like that. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, a lot of these guys, man, are super fucking nice people. It blows my mind. Like, I'll never forget when Machine Gun Kelly, I thought he was the biggest asshole the first night I met him in Kingston. I wanted to fucking strangle him. And next day, I booked him in Ottawa like a week later, and me and him became like brothers. He was like he was the nicest guy in the fucking world, man. I couldn't get over it. I was like, did we just become best friends? Like I had that
Step Brothers moment.
It was fucking weird, man. And but anyways, man, maybe you catch people on their good days and their bad days and whatnot. But
yeah, that's what I would try to imagine. You don't really know what they're dealing with if they're like really famous and shit. It's you can't know it until you're in that position, I would assume, you know?
No, definitely not. But yeah, James Franco just seems like such a fucking a good-hearted guy. That's where Digby's name came from, actually, believe it or fucking not.
Oh, yeah?
From the interview.
I saw that up once a while ago, but it's not fresh in my memory by any means.
Okay, go watch it, man. Yeah,
I have seen it. I remember the tiger and all that shit.
It's when and then Kim Jong-un goes to buy him a fucking Cocker Spaniel to replace his dog, and he goes, "This isn't fucking Digby," and he was like,
okay.
"Yeah," and yeah, it just hit me. He goes, "My dog Digby died when I was 5, and I'm still fucked up from that shit." And I don't know why. I fucking named my dog Digby after that. Straight up.
That's cool. I actually like that you had like a answer ready, because sometimes I ask that question and I feel like people are a little caught off guard, because it's basically like anyone in humanity's history. It's a broad question if you don't know.
Absolutely,
you know,
man. And somebody asked me the other night, who's your favorite actor? And that's who I said. And then I realized, I'm like, yeah, I think he's just like my favorite person. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a fucking funny guy. Just puts a smile on your face. So
yeah, it's a cool choice. Right on, man. Well, I'll let you get back to your enterprise, and I'll say your enthusiasm for life and your ventures is very palpable. And thanks for taking the time to chat with me. And anything you want to promote, like socials or anything like that? I don't know.
I just want to say thank you. First of all, I know I kind of fucked around. We were supposed to do this fucking a dog's age ago, and
it was like September or something. Yeah. But
just
pandemic, man.
One thing after another, crazy ex-girlfriend, shit just happens, fucking. But yeah, man, I appreciate you wanting to still work with me and do this, and it's been a pleasure doing this, man. And you know what? It's one of my favorite ones that I've got to do, because it's just, you know what I mean? It's like catching up with a friend and
just chill,
questions
man.
At the same fucking time, my man.
Yeah, right on.
But,
all right, well, thanks, dude.
Anything to promote? Not really. Anybody who wants to get a good quality tattoo, though, my artist has been tattooing for 20 years now. We just opened our tattoo shop on 95 Murray Street. It's called Birdhouse Tattoo Studios. You can check us out on Facebook or Instagram. And we're offering great rates right now. So if anybody wants to get some tattoos done, I know a lot of shops are booked up and got months waiting right now. So yeah, our books are open. We're free, we're ready to rock and roll. So just give us a shout online, and we'll hook you up and cover you.
Awesome. And I will tell people to go get Midnight Bites, because it's a hidden gem that'll satiate your hunger for sure, man.
Thank you, my man. Hey, if you ever want
you putting on shows again too, man.
I'll give you a free mac and cheese tattoo just for being a supporter. We'll get you a little noodle.
Right on, man. I don't have any sponsorships for this show yet, so mac and cheese. That's
there we go. There we go. We're on to something, man. We're on to something.
Cool, man. You have a good night, and enjoy the business calls, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, bro. Great catching up with you, and take care. And we'll talk soon with some business. Okay.
Yeah. Stay safe, man.
Holy fuck! I got a dog fight on my hands. Holy shit!
Yo, peace.